Hi, I'm Jaja and I've been working for as a virtual assistant for more than 6 years at the moment, way back 2019. So welcome to Jaja VA Beginner's Guide. I'm going to break down exactly what a virtual assistant does, why businesses hire VAs, and how you can get started working from home even if you are get started. So without further ado, let's go. So I created a presentation here for you, for your guide as well. So what is a virtual assistant? A beginner's guide for day one. So what exactly is a virtual assistant? A VA is a remote professional who provides support to businesses, entrepreneurs, or influencers from anywhere in the world. The work can be administrative, creative, or technical. Basically, anything that helps a business run smoothly without need for an office. So, the virtual assistant refers to us na nag-work virtually for the client itself na hindi na namin kailangan pumunta sa office but we are reporting directly from them on our home, which is our the work from home setup. So we are those called virtual assistant. But it depends. Some of the company they wanted as well, especially yung mga located here in the Philippines na agency that we as a virtual assistant who work from home, we need to report directly from the office in a monthly basis or a weekly basis, but it depends on the client itself. So what are the common tasks include? For virtual assistant, this is the common tasks include managing emails and calendars of the client, social media posting and engagement like posting sa social accounts nila like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, but it depends. Influencer outreach or affiliate marketing or management, the one na naghahandle ng influencer collaboration between the brands and the company or between the company and influencer itself to market their products in different platforms in terms of influencers. Customer support using tools like Gorgias or Zendesk. These are those tools that we need to use for supporting the back end of the client or the company, which is we are just the one who's supporting to them. Like there is no face needed, but it is like live support or chat support itself. Data entry, analytics, and reporting. So data entry from the name itself, actually data entry is like a copy pasting from different platforms. Like example, we need some data about virtual assistant, so we need to search it from the Google and paste it on the sheet that we have for the client. E-commerce supports like Shopify, TikTok Shop, and Amazon. E-commerce support is almost the same with customer support actually, because we are the one who will be handling those inquiries from our products, from the company itself, the shipments, and other specific details that the audience or the buyers, customers that we need to assist them. Kagaya sa mga Shopee, kapag kailangan natin ng more information about the product itself, so nag-chat tayo sa my live agent nila, and those are those e-commerce support that company is looking for. Content creation and campaign tracking. Content creation relies on the social media posting because you need to track everything, especially when you do a posting. For example, like me, I'm creating this video for you, then I need to track this one content, what if it's good enough or not. So that is the campaign tracking. Then you need to report it to the direct client or on your immediate supervisor, like that. So moving forwards, let's go. Why becoming a BA? So, becoming a BA is a perfect for beginners, especially for those nanay, tatay, and other specific people na gustong mag-switch from from corporate jobs to remote jobs. Because as becoming BA, we can work remotely from anywhere, kahit na nasan ka, kahit nasa aeroplano ka, sa sasakyan ka, sa beach. So we can do working with them as long dala natin yung laptop natin, even some materials that we will be using or needing for finishing our task that the client given to us. You can have a flexible schedule like what I said, even kahit nakagigising mo lang and hindi ka pa nakakaligo, pwedeng-pwede ka nang magtrabaho kaagad as long na matapos mo yung workloads mo. You'll gain a skills in marketing, admin, e-commerce, and project management. Yes, it is correct. Even you're a beginner, once you hired by the client with a specific rate, they will teach you, they will train you, and you will gain a lot of experience. And those experience, you can use it to apply with different clients that you have in the future. So let's get dive to how to get started. So here's how you can start as a beginner. Learn the basics, get familiar with tools like Google Sheets, Notion, Slack, Shopify, TikTok Shop, and Instagram. As you know, you are a beginner. Alam ko naman na hindi lahat kayo familiarized with the Notion, Slack, Shopify, TikTok Shop, and Instagram. Actually, Google Sheet is almost the same with Excel sheet, but I will get walk you through for all those applications and materials that you needed from Google Sheets, Notion, Slack, Shopify, TikTok Shop, and Instagram. If how does it work? Also, for the second one, create a professional profile. Like platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn are great to start finding clients. Also for online jobs.ph. Just letting you know that Upwork has a minimal fee for your hourly rate. For example, your hourly rate is $10, so you will get only $8. Or they deduct a 20% from your salary in hourly basis, even for fixed rate. But the cons for fixed rate and hourly basis on Upwork, if the fixed rate the client doesn't want your workloads, they will not get you will not get paid. And not aside from not like hourly, which if you track your time, you will pay for those track hours. While for the fiber, most of the fiber are gigs only, which means small things that you need to do. Like for example, you need lang na mag-scrape ng 10 profiles for $10, so that would be your gig only. While for the LinkedIn, I'm not commonly applying in LinkedIn because most of them they are hiring on US based workers, not on the PH or Philippines. But it depends. Actually, some of the company as well hiring different Filipinos via LinkedIn. Most of the platforms that I'm getting clients on online jobs that page. So I will walk you through as well paano kayo mag-create ng profile, paano kayo gumawa, paano nyo i-market yung mismong profile nyo sa mga account na ito. Soon. Start small. Offer services like social media posting or customer support. So, customer support is the common para sa mga gusto mag-start as worker, especially yung mga nanggaling sa may BPO na back-end support lang sila, then they don't take a calls as well. But if you have your experience on BPO and you can apply on customer support na nagte-take kayo ng calls kasi mas malaki yung profit or salary ninyo on that space as well. Then last, build a portfolio. Even one client project or a mock campaign can show your skills. Portfolio. This is the greatest strength sa submitting ng application to your client. Actually, I will give you and walk you through as well for that you can build your portfolio. Track your work, keep organized spreadsheets or dashboards to show results like engagement, sales, and traffic or growth. So that is for realize the organization or organizing your workloads or what you have done in your previous. But even if you are beginner, I will walk you through as well so that you can get what you need to do and ano yung mga kailangan yung include doon sa may work progression even for the portfolio. So, without further ado, let's go naman sa next slide. So, for my personal tips, from my experience, the key to the success of being BA is staying organized with trackers and templates. That is what I'm talking about as well earlier. Communicating clearly with your clients, especially kapag may pinapagawa siya sa'yo, tapos hindi mo maintindihan yung kung anong gusto niyang ipagawa sa'yo. You need to be clearly sa lahat ng instructions that they are giving to you to avoid mistakes as well. But yeah, even you need to clarify them as well para lang din hindi ka ma-avoid mo ang mistake at saka hindi pa ulit-ulit na workloads. Always learning new tools and platforms. For example, kayo, mga beginner, so you don't have any specific experience in different tools, maybe you can explore more, check different websites, check different YouTube channels, how you use that tools like that. But yes, I will walk you through for all those platforms and even tools that we will be using here to becoming a startup freelancer. offering a full services from start to finish when possible. So this is if you are customer support representative, you can offer na I will be the one who will handle the inquiries from sales, from refunds, or from back ends, or any specific details. Then I will do the reporting or KPI reporting in a weekly and a monthly basis like that. That is the start from from start to the finish. So yan yung overview, which means that from your start, you need to report it or create a data analytics for them to see the comparison between the month-to-month basis. That is what the client more are looking for, so that you are stay organized, and even you see the metrics that you are doing and a progress as well for your workloads. Being proactive and showing results through analytics. It is almost the same for what I'm saying earlier na about sa analytics and KPI reporting. That is my personal tips. So that your beginner's guide to becoming a virtual assistant, if you are ready to start working from home and building your VA career, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'll be sharing step-by-step tutorials, templates, tips, and even a real-life examples from my previous clients. Comment below if you're already a BA or thinking becoming one, and let me know what kind of content you want me to see the next. Bye, follow and subscribe.